Hello and welcome. Today we are diving into something that's both fun and incredibly powerful. Learning how to camera angles control with nothing but words. No camera gear, no lighting setup, no models or props. Just prompts, just language that directs the scene. Now, you might be wondering, why should we care about angles? Well, think about this. The angle of the shot is never just about where the camera sits. It's about emotion. A low angle can make someone look larger than life, powerful and intimidating. A high angle can shrink them, making them seem fragile and vulnerable. Moving in closer and suddenly you're face to face with a raw emotion. Pull back in a wide shot and you see how small they are in the vastness of the world. Angles don't just show us what's happening, they shape how we feel about it. If you wanna get all the prompts that I used in this lecture, just type prompt list in the comments. I will send you the great prompt list I used. And if you're ready to master this topic, Nano Banana, with all nuance, practical application, and at a masterclass level, you can access our full training course on Udemy. All the details and course link are available in the description below. We look forward to helping to take your knowledge to the next level. Traditionally, if you wanted to explore this, you'd have to go through the whole process. Hire a model, book a studio, set up lights, arrange props, and reshoot every single time you wanted to try a different perspective. That's money, time, and often a full team just to test out an idea. But here's the magic with AI. You get to skip all of that. You write a prompt, adjust the angle, and within seconds you can see the result. It's like being a director who has infinite camera setups ready at the snap of a finger. You want to test 10 different perspectives? You can do that in minutes instead of days. You want a dramatic low-angle city shot or a delicate close-up of someone's expression? No need for cranes, lenses, or weather cooperation, just a few words. And you're there. And the benefits go far beyond convenience. It's cost-friendly because you don't need studios or equipment. It's time-saving because you can experiment endlessly without waiting on anyone else. And maybe, most importantly, it's creatively freeing. You can test bold, cinematic ideas without worrying about whether it's even possible in the real world. What makes this even more exciting is how many ways you can put it into practice. If you are working on a film or video project, these AI-generated angles can double as storyboards, letting you map out a whole sequence before you step on set. If you're in marketing, you can try different perspectives for a product shot, say a sleek close-up versus a dynamic overhead view, and instantly see which one has more impact. Even in business presentations, the right visual angle can make a huge difference. Imagine pitching a new idea and instead of showing a flat mock-up, you display a cinematic shot that feels polished and professional. It makes people lean in. Game designers and animators also use angles to test how characters and environments look from different perspectives, keeping everything consistent. Teachers and coaches can take lessons to the next level by creating visuals that grab attention, while writers can see their characters in a specific moment, say a hero framed in a powerful low-angle shot, or a character isolated in a wide, empty street. And for content creators on social media, it's a game changer. You can make eye-catching visuals that stand out in a feed without ever stepping into a studio. Let's take a look at an example together. Imagine sitting down at a cafe on a quiet morning, sunlight pouring through the window, a warm coffee in hand. That's the moment we're going to capture today, but instead of grabbing a real camera, we'll direct the scene entirely with words. And here's the trick. We'll use one consistent reference prompt so the character stays the same every time. The only thing we'll change is the camera's perspective, and you'll see how dramatically that shifts the feeling of the story. Here's the reference we'll keep coming back to. A beautiful woman with warm, thoughtful eyes and a gentle smile, wearing casual yet stylish clothes, a cream sweater and light blue jeans. She is sitting at a small wooden cafe table with a white ceramic coffee cup in her hands. Sunlight filters through a nearby window, creating soft highlights on her face. Cinematic style, sharp focus, ultra-realistic, cozy atmosphere. If you generate this in Nano Banana, that's your baseline. She becomes your main character. From here, every new shot is just a different way of seeing her. Think of yourself as a director moving the camera around the cafe. Let's take a look at the example prompt. Change the angle to a full body front view, showing the woman seated at the cafe table with her coffee. This gives you the whole picture, her posture, her outfit, the way she belongs in the cafe environment. It's relaxed, almost like an establishing shot in a movie. Now, let's move in a little closer. Try this. Camera view showing a 3/4 body shot of the woman, coffee cup resting on the table. Here, the frame runs from her head to her waist. You still see the cafe, but your attention naturally lands on her. You are not just noticing her outfit, you are starting to feel her presence, her interaction with that cup of coffee. And then, let's add some energy. Shift the perspective. Captured from a low-angle front view, the woman lifting her coffee cup to take a sip. Looking up at her changes everything. Suddenly, she feels strong, confident, alive in the moment. The simple act of raising a cup becomes a small but powerful story beat. Now, imagine zooming in slightly, focusing more on her than the cafe around her. You might say, medium shot of the woman smiling softly as she holds her coffee cup near her lips. This is more intimate. You see her from the waist up, close enough to notice the emotion in her smile. Perfect for telling a story about connection. Maybe she is in conversation with someone. But what if we tilt the camera above her? Let's try. Change the perspective to a high angle, looking down at the woman from above, coffee table included. Now she looks smaller, framed by the table and cup. The vibe shifts. Instead of confidence, you sense introspection, maybe even a touch of solitude. It's amazing how simply moving the camera can change the emotional tone. And if we rotate again, this time stepping behind her, you get something completely different. Rotate the camera behind the woman, over her shoulder, coffee cup on the table in front of her. Suddenly, you're not just observing, you're part of the scene, like you're sitting across the table from her. The over-the-shoulder angle invites you in. Now let's push even closer, capturing the essence of her emotions. Picture this. Close-up shot of the woman sipping coffee with a thoughtful expression. Her face fills the frame. You see the details in her eyes, the softness of her expression. It feels personal, like you've been led into her inner world. Or maybe you want to add depth and layers to the scene. In that case, over-the-shoulder perspective, blurred coffee cup in the foreground, camera focusing on the woman's face with a gentle smile. This creates realism. The coffee cup is there, slightly out of focus, anchoring the setting while your attention rests entirely on her. It's cinematic, the kind of shot that makes viewers feel like they are truly present. Angles aren't just about closeness, they can tell a completely different story. For example, side profile shot of the woman gazing out the cafe window while holding her coffee cup. One side of her face catches the light, and you're left wondering what she is thinking as she looks out. It builds a sense of curiosity and anticipation. Or, flip the viewpoint entirely. Change the angle to an aerial shot above the cafe table. The woman looks up at the camera with her coffee in hand. Here, you get her and the environment all at once. It feels cinematic, the table framing the story like a stage. Want something more dramatic? Try this. Drone shot from above showing the woman alone at her cafe table in a large open terrace. She suddenly feels small, almost swallowed by the space around her. It's a brilliant way to capture themes of isolation or introspection. And of course, you can get bold with extremes. Imagine extreme low angle shot of the woman laughing joyfully while holding her coffee cup, blue sky above. Now she feels powerful, radiant, almost larger than life. Or the opposite, turning her vulnerable. Extreme high angle shot of the woman sitting at the cafe table, looking up with the city pavement around her. The environment looms larger, and she seems delicate within it. Then, push intimacy to its limit. Extreme close-up shot focused on the woman's eyes as she takes a sip of coffee. Her eyes feel the screen. Every emotion, every thought is right there. Pull all the way back and you get extreme wide shot of the woman at a small table in a bustling outdoor cafe, city life around her. Here, she becomes just one person in a much larger story. It's no longer about her alone, it's about her in the middle of life's chaos. And finally, to shake things up, place the woman on the right side of the frame, tilted Dutch angle, coffee cup on the table, cinematic tension. That tilted horizon makes the scene feel off balance, charged with drama. It's edgy, perfect for moments of conflict or tension. By now, you've seen how one simple cafe scene can transform endlessly just by shifting perspective. That's the real magic. You are not just writing prompts, you are directing. Start with your reference. Keep the character consistent and play with angles like a filmmaker. Each one tells a new story. Each one changes how we feel. Once you start practicing, you'll find yourself thinking less like a person typing text and more like a director shaping emotion with every shot. I hope this was helpful. If you want to learn more about AI and how to use new information in your daily life, please subscribe and like this video. And if you type prompt list in the comments, I'll send you the great prompt list I used. Thanks and see you next time.